some protests happening down outside the Capitol.
The simulated riots in D.C. was a powder keg long in the making. The evidence for pre-planning and setting up a situation for a disaster is overwhelming. Paid actors. We should take that place. We got more people to come. Let's get them down here. I confess that I was paid to pretend to protest today. Controllers.
Sometimes they were almost like monitors. They were like growling. They were telling them what to do, and they did everything these guys did.
Damn, Hollywood tear gas and mace. All on display for hundreds of professional photographers conveniently on scene. Show you how a little stage direction and fake blood became an instrumental role in furthering the division of the nation.
He was hiding there. She had no idea that he was even sitting there aiming a gun right at her face.
It's not talk anymore!
I didn't see it, but they shot a woman.
They all acting. They acting.
This is Everything Wrong with the Capitol Shooting.
I'm convinced it was the Americans did it from what I saw.
You guys gonna come in the building?
Only on Woo's News. The Homeland Security Exercise and Evaluation Program provides a set of guiding principles for large emergency response drills. In this episode, we're going to analyze not just those playing in the exercise. The head directors of large emergency drills are called exercise controllers. Their job is to keep things running according to the master plan. And here's a cover of the guidelines manual, which spells sheep. I mean, the sheep. Any professional emergency response drill or military drill makes use of fake blood in a variety of forms. Blood capsules, sponges, syringes, and squibs. A simple blood squib is a pouch that is designed to break on impact. There are all kinds of squibs using various pumps and tube assemblies. Here's the Hydrosim trauma bleeding simulation system. It's basically a small pack containing a fake blood supply and a pumping mechanism and some tubes. Some of them are battery operated. Now that we're equipped with the various, we've also added a time code to Jaden X's footage, which we'll call Angle 1. And let's review the scene with minimal volume. You'll notice how much chaos is happening on screen, yet our eyes are fixed to the woman because that's what we're here to see. No one seems to be concerned with being the next target. It's bang, action. It should be noted that everyone in the room knows what's going to happen. They all play towards the camera. Now, let's take a look at some of our characters. Adam Gray, our photographer. Taylor Hanson, my controller. Parrot Blocker, Shades. Red, SWAT 1 and SWAT 2, Frickin' Frack, and our star, Rabbit. We're gonna break this down together, and we're gonna analyze this with 6 different angles, and in chronological order. Let's do this. Now this is Meta coming into the room. Notice the enormous earpiece. What's that about? Now look what Red does. He kicks the door. Now we see Red either pick up something or drop something, and it looks like Medic does the same. And we know he's the medic because of this patch or sticker. Here we can see Red has one glove on, and you can see Jaden in the distance. Now we're all kind of led into this room outside the speaker's box. We can see Medic has one glove on as well. She seems amped up or nervous. And you can see we have Taylor Hansen on our left. Notice how Yellow hands Rufio the helmet. And notice while he does that, we can see Cop 2 and Fredo discussing, almost like they're waiting for something. Okay, we got police coming. Now freaking Frack comes down. Rufio takes off his hat, changing his appearance. He receives the signal, and they leave. And it all feels a little rehearsed. And you can see Adam Gray push his way through. Now this is orange in the front. You should also note that the glass is not glass, but plastic, or stage glass. And you'll notice that this barricade was set up before they go. As the officers leave, they're pretending to talk to each other. And you can see how easy this plastic comes out. You see how easy that is? Frack taps the back of Vetter. Jaden is the first one to give the command that there is a weapon at 34 minutes and 49 seconds. And you can hear others chanting the same thing. Notice that the gunman briefly removes his hand from the weapon, like he's communicating, replying to his earpiece. Look how long it takes them to do it. Notice this person just walking in the background. If we draw a straight line from where the weapon is to where our star is, you will see that they don't match up. The weapon is far below her neck area. And boom, right there. Now that's 15 seconds since Jaden announced there was a weapon. That's important. Now let's back movement. And look, the Hollywood glass just falls right out. SWAT 1 goes to Sam. Now why would Blue ever be in on this conversation? Blue makes his way past Yellow where he grabs him, and you can see Barani making a hand movement. And he touches Red on the back, and Barani signals her to get into place. And she goes through, and she's ready to fall. And they all scatter. Notice this guy in the background. No one looks in the direction of the gunman. Yellow gets into place. Now that's Rufio. Right when she goes up, he turns his back. It doesn't make sense that Rufio's corralled all these people into breaking down the doors only to step to the side and turn his back. In this angle, Rufio turns to take a peek. And he took it up, fall, boom with his foot. And here you can see the plastic glass. Red gets out of the way. And interestingly enough, Ronnie moves down just to touch her right backpack area, just for a brief moment. While Sam comes down, he moves her, 9 inches to his left. He's about to reach under her right shoulder. At the same time he does it, SWAT 1 briefly squeezes her right hand, or he's putting something in there. When Sam picks her up, she puts her hands in front of her face. And it almost appears that she opens her eyes right there. And she just puts her hands out. Boom, she's set down. She's laying. She's still got her right leg up. It's only been 11 seconds since the weapon went off. And here you can see her curl the side of her mouth up, while a drop of blood runs out from under her nose, which takes less than 16 frames. Here it is in real time. No blood. And there it is. And she has her hands like she's about to give a shadow puppet performance. It's an interesting face to make. No suffering. It's like, boom, instant death. She's basically using that backpack as a pillow. All the while, look to Sam's right. There's Ninja. Ninja's been there all along, and he comes down with it. He was just clamoring over SWAT 3, because there's quite a bit of photographers in that room. Now look, frickin' Frack. He grabs him in the back, and he puts his hands up. See how he just grabs him and puts his hands up? They were friends earlier, remember? And look at Barani. Okay guys, I'm just gonna pull out my phone. And notice how he looks at his hand. He's gonna do that a couple times. And there's a reason for that. You know, SWAT 1's making his hand movements, you know, the big pointing. And now he's gonna put up his weapon. And he does this little dance with his knees. Okay, thank you. Thumbs up. Like he's pretending to talk to someone. And he's like, thumbs up. And now Data moves in. He clumsily takes his book bag off. Now here it gets 4 frames. That's 4 seconds. And now it looks like she's devoured some small woodland creature. Now you love how blood defies gravity. But how is that possible? Let's back it up 4 seconds. Now watch. Notice how Sam moves his left hand from her right backpack area. And he goes to grab her hand like she's doing the peace sign. With her hand, dips it in. Look at that movement. Now you can see him move his hand across her face. But look, she moves her wrist into his hand first. It kind of looks like she's smearing blood on her face or putting something in her mouth, but you can see the movement. And he swats her hand down. Then he forcefully turns her head to the right. It's hard to see if those are her fingers or if she's holding on to something. Now Sam gets up and all he's doing is just dance the clothes thing.
People don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the... Write for Pollution Booklet Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.